The part 2 sensory organ questions. The largest organ in our body is the skin. The first layer of the skin is epidermis. The first layer of the epidermis is stratum corneosum. Melanin gives color to the skin, dark color to the skin. Keratin gives what color? It's a pink color skin. Oxygen less gives the cyanos in the group bluish in color, so it is giving a blue color in skin. Sebaceous gland secretes the substance is called the sebum. Inflammation of the sebaceous gland is producing called acne. The smooth muscles in the hair follicle is called arrector pili. This arrector pili, hair, all these called appendages of the skin. Dash millions of sweat gland is present in the dermis. 3 to 4 million sweat glands are present. Dash or the viral infection, herpes zoster, herpes simplex or the viral infection. Dash caused due to the insect Sarcoptes. That is called itchmate. Like scabies is caused due to this, otherwise called itchmate, we'll tell. The other name of bed sore is called the decubitic ulcer. The length of auditory canal is 2.5 centimeter. The smallest bone in our body, stapes. The dash gland present in the external ear, ceruminous gland. What it is secreting? It is wax. Dash is the name of the membrane in the middle ear, tympanic membrane. The other name of the outer ear is called pinna. What is the shape of the ear? S shaped. Hammer-like bone in the middle ear is a malleus. Anvil shaped bone is a incus. Dash is the shape of the external ear, S shaped. Stapes bone is attached in the oval window. Dash is called the organ of equilibrium. The ear is called the organ of equilibrium. The structural infection in the middle ear is called the otitis media. Structural and functional unit of hearing is called the cochlea. Dash bone is called the foot plate in the ear, that's a stapes. The other name of the taste is called gustation. The other name of the smell is olfaction, right? Dash papillae does not have the taste buds, filiform papillae. Largest papillae, circumvallate papillae. Dash cranial nerve supplying to the tongue, like a facial nerve, hypoglossal nerve, vagus nerve. Dash nerve supply to the ear, vestibulocochlear nerve or the 8th cranial nerve. Dash is the largest papillae in the tongue, valate papillae, circumvallate papillae. It is nearly 12 to 15 in number. The other name of the smell is called olfaction. Bipolar nerve seen in the ear, nose, like brain and all, what you will say, multipolar nerve. But ear, nose, eyes, you can see these sensory organs, bipolar nerve. Eye lies in the orbital cavity. Anterior chamber of the eye filled with the aqueous humor. Posterior chamber of the eye filled with the vitreous humor. Dash is the transparent layer of the eye. Cornea or sclera? Cornea. Vascular layer of the eye is called the choroid. It's a high blood supply, so it's called the rich in this one. So UV rays or uveal part of the eye or the vascular part of the eye. The lens is attached in the ciliary body by the ciliary muscles or the ciliary ligaments. Choroid continues as called iris. The extension of ciliary body, extension of ciliary finger-like projection is called the iris. The round circular transparent structure in the eye, it is called the lens. Okay, structural and functional unit of the vision is called retina. The optic nerve passes through optic disc, otherwise it is called the blind spot. Number of layers in the retina, 10 layers in the retina. Retina is sandwiched between, where is this? Vitreous humor and choroid, right? Intraocular pressure is 10 to 20 milligram mercury. If intraocular pressure is very high, what will happen? That is glaucoma. The increase in intraocular pressure will be causing glaucoma in the eye, more than 70 millimeters of mercury. The optic nerve crosses is form the optic chiasma. Colors of the cones, red, green and the blue are the colors of the cone, red, green and blue. The absence of cones will be result in what? You cannot identify, color blindness. The opacity of the lens, it's called the cataract. Dash is called the allergic inflammation of the eye, keratitis. Inflammation of the conjunctiva, conjunctivitis. Infection of the cornea, it's keratitis. Allergic inflammation, conjunctivitis. And then one strabismus is otherwise called the squint eye. It's called the squint eye. The eye will be like this. It will be in the squint eye. Squint eye. The number of rods in human eyes, like 6 to 7 million rods are present. Number of cones in human eye, nearly 100 million cones are. Rods are 100 million rods are present. Cones are very little. 6 to 7 number of cones are present. The nearsightedness is called myopia. The degrees amount of oxygen result in the bluish color skin, bluishness in the skin. The olfactory nerve is the das cranial nerve. It's the first cranial nerve. Olfactory optic is the second nerve, right? The cranial nerve can be seen in which cranial nerve can be seen in our human. That is called the retina. This is the first nerve we can see it. Okay, now with this we can see epidermis is the first layer of the layers of the skin. Sebum is secreted by the sebaceous gland. Arrector pili is the muscles of the skin. UV rays will be synthesis of vitamin D. Stratum lucidium present in the palm and sole. Herbus zoster, viral infection, decubitic ulcer, bedsore, scabies, sarcoptus, or which itchmate, sarcoptus or itchmate, insect sarcoptus, acne, inflammation of the sebaceous gland, or the blockage of the sebaceous gland will cause the acne. Functions and unit of hearing is called the cochlea. Pinna, it's called the external ear. Pinna will be the external ear. Stapes is the smallest bone, outer ear. Okay. Stapes is the smallest bone in our body. Hammer like a bone, malleus. Malleus is a hammer like a bone. Otitis media, it is the inflammation of middle ear. Aqueous humor, all we see in a one word question. No, same thing. Fluid in the anterior chamber. Smallest papillae. What is the smallest papillae? Filiform papillae. Smallest papillae. Filiform papillae. Faliform, no, it is a filiform papillae. Keratomalacia, inflammation. Keratomalacia, it is like vitamin A deficiency. Vestibulocochlear nerve, it's the 8th cranial nerve. Anvil shaped bone. Anvil shaped bone will be incus. Incus is the anvil shaped bone, right? Okay, functions of skin you can write very well. What is the functions? Like protective functions, protecting from bacteria, internal organ, right or not? Thermoregulation function, secretory function, absorption function. If you put ointment, it will absorb. Draw the structure of skin, you can draw. Like you write the appendages and all the glands and epidermis, dermis, hypodermis, where the blood supply, nerve supply. Draw the hair, appendix you draw. Ear and explain. External ear, middle ear you write it. Mechanism of hearing. You can write how the sound waves are passing through, from where the sound waves are passing and how it is moving and it is reaching. You can tell. How I will tell you. Mechanism of hearing. Sound signals are passing through the environment, getting into the external auditory canal, and sound stroke the tympanic membrane. So it is oscillation causing, that's called vibration. It transmits to the stapes. From the stapes means how it is done. Malleus, incus and stapes. Stapes send the information through the foot plate and it is going to the foot plate, and movement of foot plate cause the pressure. Labyrinthine fluid. What is that present labyrinthine? Endolimb, perilimb will be getting this vibration. So basilar membrane displaced to the hair cells in the cochlea will be sensitized to this sound. So there will be a gradient potential changes into the receptors. There will be the receptor. The receptor is called the hair cells. So these hair cell receptor convert the gradient potential into the action potential. So this action potential generated to the auditory nerve. Each auditory nerve is taking the information to the cortex, temporal area of the brain, then will be preview of the sound. So this is called the mechanism of hearing of sound. Otherwise what are the other possible questions they will ask? Draw the structure of eye. You can draw very well. Cornea, cochlea, everything you can mark the parts. Skin will be the important question. Olfaction will be the another important question, or draw the retina. Mostly they will not ask, but the skin is the common question, and eye and the ear will be the common question, will be repeatedly asked. Thank you.